Hey everybody, Wes over at Cross Armory. Come to talk to you about the big bolt catch. What the big bolt catch is exactly what it sounds like. It is a big bolt catch. Intended to make it easier for anyone to use the bolt catch with one hand quickly, either locking it in place or unlocking it. With your shooting hand, I'm a righty, so you can actually access it with your trigger finger right here. You can just use your finger, pull your bolt back, it locks in place, and you can also release it like that. But additionally, you can use it on the opposite side. Say for example, it's locked into place, you can just push this big surface and it locks into place, and you got a nice big button to press to release it. So the big bolt catch works great, especially if you're using California compliance products like the Cross Armory Safe Mag, or if you've got any dexterity issues, maybe you've got arthritis or you got a hand injury. It makes it really easy to manipulate this bolt catch. So we know it's big, and it's the big bolt catch. So I'm going to run through how to install it real quick. If you're listening, it installs just like your standard bolt catch does. You can remove your standard bolt catch, keep all the same internal parts, and swap it out for the big bolt catch. So here we go with a quick install. All you're going to need is the big bolt catch, and this is an AR10. It works on AR10s and 15s. This particular one has a Allen screw right in here. Some have detent pins. If you have a detent pin, all you're going to need is a hammer and a punch, and you just punch it out, remove it, put the big bolt catch in, punch it back in. So here we go with our quick install, and we're just going to separate these receivers to make it a little easier to work on. We've got the Cross Armory pin pal on this one, so you just unscrew this little guy so that you've got a bearing system inside the upper receiver. So in a state like California where you pivot it all the time, it runs on there. Okay, set these aside, and we're just going to go ahead and start to remove our existing bolt catch. And with this one, that means taking your Allen and getting in there and unscrewing it. Now this takes a little while because it is real tricky to get your Allen in there. So the magic of film, we are going to speed this up. Alright, so I've managed to unscrew this little Allen here, and now I'm just going to wiggle it out. There we go. And as you can see, this is standard bolt catch. And inside of here, there's a spring and a little mushroom-tipped detent pin. Just leave that stuff in there. Go ahead and take your big bolt catch and slide it right in place. And now that it's in place of the old one, you can go ahead and take your Allen screw, put it back on the head of our Allen, if we're so skilled. There we go. And now we're gonna get it back in there, put a little pressure on it while you push the screw in there. Once you feel it set in place, you can go ahead and start tightening it back up. And if you have a little detent pin, this would be the time where you would just take your pin set and just go ahead and punch that in with your hammer, and then it would lock in place. So let me tighten this up for a minute or two. All right, so we've got the screw in there. It only took a good 30 minutes, just kidding. But you can see that it fits perfectly around our Safe Mag 2 here, which is a compliance device. And that was what it was specifically designed for, to fit a slimline around that, but still be really easy to maneuver, easy to manipulate, as well as easy to manipulate with one hand, as well as the trigger without getting in the way of the trigger department.